do. Oh, hip shaking mama, I love you. Oh no, yes I do. Oh, hip shaking mama, I love you. Oh no, yes I do. Oh, hip shaking mama, I love you. Oh no, yes I do. Oh, hip shaking mama, I love you.
So guys, as you can see, it's a beautiful morning here in Tenerife. It's already windy, it's nice, warm and sunny. Finally warm. It has been fucking freezing for the past few days, even a week or so. So yeah, it's really nice that it's warm again. So let's rig up the Infor 132 Dark Horse from Futurefly, and let's go blasting on the race course. Sombrero, amigo.
Yes.
Looking super Spanish this morning.
You have to shoot everything.
Then the
I was in the middle of breakfast and full action, everything getting ready for the day, the breakfast, lunch, and then in the middle, almost done, I stayed without electricity.
like the good old times last year with us, huh?
Yeah, fuck. So I was like, save the energy. So I put the covers on everything to try to cook it with itself, and I kind of make it. I have a mid-raw lunch.
Ah, nice.
I think it will be durable.
So it will test your stomach for the second session.
Yeah, also the eggs was like, juicy eggs, half raw.
It's easy to eat them if they're juicy. It goes down easy.
Eat them like this. And like that, but yeah. Oh, Rytis, tell us, today morning it was Instagram breakfast or you just did your normal breakfast?
It was no Instagram breakfast. It was just the Copa de Avena, the oats, and that's it.
Man, you are so tall, I'm filming the sky when I film. Let's film it like this so I look taller.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So it was normal breakfast?
Yeah, it was normal. No Instagram breakfast, no Insta stories. Just quickly get it done and get to the beach and get excited to race today.
Okay, perfect.
What we take? You guys are fucking around and it's...
we are late already, I was late yesterday evening when I realized when I go to bed. But what we do? 8.6 big board? Fuck, I will be sick, YouTuber, man. You just have to do this. Let's go to the beach.
This is gonna be a breakdown of the best race I had in this day. So as you can see, at this point we have 20 seconds left to the start. If you look to the very left, you can see there is a yellow mark, and towards the right you can see the boat. So that's where the start line is. In front of me, you have here, as you can see at the very bottom, Enrico Marotti. On top, Matteo with the red Severn sail, then Jordy Vonk with the duotone, and finally the one diving down is Maciek Rutkowski. So Maciek dives behind Jordy and behind Matteo and covers up Enrico as far as I can see. So here we are at 10 seconds left to the start. We can see the pin mark clearly and the boat clearly. We are all coming a touch too early to the start, and luckily I realized that quite far in advance. So here I have some space above Jordy. I'm slowing down and pointing a little bit upwind and like trying to create the best strategy of where to go. So at this point I see that Matteo is pushing Jordy up, and then he's gonna dive down to accelerate on towards the pin and try to cover Maciek at the pin. Since Matteo is pushing Jordy up and then he's gonna go down slightly, I try to anticipate the moment at which Matteo is gonna go down and dive directly after him, coming with the wave. So basically here I see that Matteo will go down. I'm going down myself with the wave, accelerating, spritzing below Jordy. Matteo has stuck on the wave and is pumping, and I had a clear path towards just above the pin to accelerate and nail the start on 0. So here I'm even covering Maciek slightly, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the best start, really close to 0 and at decent speed. The wind was pretty light here, so it was very difficult to get a good start. So I'm pretty proud of this one. And as you can see, we're drag racing here with Maciek towards the first mark. And Maciek has a touch more speed, so he's managing to get out from below me. And yeah, here the speeds are near to 55 or more kilometers an hour. Coming into the first mark, we're looking for the best wave, but as you could see there, I hit like kind of a big chop right as I was taking the back leg out, so that threw me a little bit offline. But yeah, I managed to go just around the outside line of Maciek, cross his line here, and pump through this hole of wind and go together with Maciek. So I didn't lose any distance to Maciek on this drive, which I'm happy about. Now let's go through the second reach. Second reach in Tenerife is always difficult since you're going quite against the wave, against the chop, and even though it's light wind, it's not easy to go here, as even though the GoPro flattens out the image and the waves, you can still see that it's pretty choppy and wavy. So second mark, the wind hole is huge. There's literally no wind here, and we're really struggling. So yeah, there was no decent swell to do the jibe on, and both me and Maciek got stuck, and luckily we got planing soon afterwards. We pumped out, but as you could see, the guys behind us are pretty close and chasing us. So on the third reach, it's always very important to look for the waves that you can go down on, like this one right here. And yeah, you use every single opportunity to accelerate a little bit and gain extra momentum, extra acceleration, extra speed. So going into the third mark, unhook, going to the jibe, move the backhand back. Really happy with this jibe. It's light wind, but I managed to get it through nicely, and I managed to reduce the distance I had to Maciek in front of me. The guys behind are still close on our heels, so it's important to push till the very end, because you never know what's going to happen at the outside mark. You just don't get the wave, and the guy who's 50 meters behind you can overtake you easily. So yeah, here I'm still thinking that if Maciek doesn't get a good wave at the final mark, I can overtake him. So yeah, I'm taking a little bit of a higher line, so I have more space for the jibe. But then here I'm going a little bit too low into Maciek's line, thinking I'm going to jibe on the same wave as him, but I didn't manage to get on the same wave, and I had to go behind the mark and behind him to stay on the wave and to stay planing throughout this jibe. But yeah, managed to do a planing jibe and get away before anyone from the chasing group got to me. So yeah, I looked back, I made sure that they are at safe distance away, and now just cruising back to the finish mark. And this win, I know that I'm not gonna make up this 20-30 meters to Maciek, and no one is gonna make up the distance to me. So happy and proud to be in the second place in this specific training race. So guys, the day is over. I spent the whole time on this bad boy right here, Futurefly 132. At the beginning it was super powered up with up to 26 knots and 8.4, and the board handled it quite well. Me, not so much. Fell on a few jibes, to be honest. But yeah, it's tough conditions, and you know, the guys are pushing. Everyone is pushing, and the guys here are like from top 10. So, for example, Enrico Marotti, come here. He was pushing a lot.
Hi guys! Have fun watching this video! Have to put that, man.
Yeah, I will, don't worry. But yeah, so yeah, in the first session we did 6 trainings, and then we had a break. Second session, 7 races in total. I was doing much better in the second session. The wind dropped a bit, so I could really push it to the absolute limit, and managed to finish second and third a couple of times, as you saw in the video. So yeah, super proud about that. Obviously still shitloads of work to do to improve more, but yeah, that's what I'm here for in Tenerife. As you can see, it's sunny, it's finally warm again here, and the wind is still blowing. So I'm gonna go rest. The board is gonna go rest as well. And we're gonna see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Adios.